we're going to be talking about business continuity for small and growing business owners. Some quick facts: 48% of small businesses have no business continuity plan in place. And that is because small business owners have very constrained resources. So you'll be wondering, do I do a continuity plan or do I figure out how I will continue? All right. 80% of small businesses affected by an incident close within 18 months. How sad. So what can you do to ensure that you are not in that statistic that will close within 18 months? And it's a question of understanding how to use shared resources. And shared resources are shared time, shared team, and shared anything else that you treasure in your organization. So without a proper business continuity plan in place, business productivity can reduce and operations can suffer serious downtime in the event of a disaster. Each incident can elicit different consequences, so being prepared for anything gives companies the best shot at survival and indeed at thriving. Some of the things that can stop a business are lack of power. Kenya Power has gone. What do you do? All right. Your critical staff has gone. Your computer is stolen. Your phone is stolen. Somebody is sick. The business owner is incapacitated and cannot work. What are some of the things that you can do to ensure that your business carries on? So, business continuity, what is this thing? Business continuity planning is the process of creating prevention and recovery tactics to deal with disasters or emergencies. And I've mentioned some disasters or emergencies that small business owners go through. I put them as a people. People could be the key person, the director. People, the critical staff. And then the other thing is property. Property could be the space where you are working. It could also be your devices and any other property that you need to run the business. Then there's your products. Your products and your product development. We can call it your inventory and your supply chain. How does that look like? All right. And in case of an emergency, political crisis, Kenya Power, lockdown, what else do we suffer? All right. Staff not showing up, things like that. So an effective business continuity plan, number one, defines potential risks. Kenya Power should not affect your daily operation because when they take power here, there's power there. So you need to know where will there be power and how can you be there. Loss of your equipment should not stop your business because you can store your data in the cloud. And when you store your data in the cloud, you're able to access it quickly from anywhere in the world. You can also insure your devices so that you don't lose them. How about critical staff? As small business owners, we have limited, constrained resources. So you can have pools of people that you work with. There's a good company out there called Online Business Partners. Online Business Partners is able to support you with a shared co-sharing, the co-share talent. You can co-share sales, you can co-share marketing, you can co-share directors so that your business doesn't stop. So you can have a supportive mechanism of other business owners who you work with together. They can be like your board advisors. So you have somebody holding you accountable. Number 4, a business continuity plan requires periodic review of the entire plan for necessary updates. Again, doing this as a single business owner may be costly for you, but if you have a ring of trusted business owners, then you can do it periodically. You can co-share a consultant. Passion Profit, we co-share consultants all the time, and this can help you go a longer way. Make sure that your business continues. When we look at business continuity, it's important that we have a framework of what are we continuing, where are we continuing from. As Passion Profit are fundamental for the business owner, we call it the founder's wheel of life. What is your passion? What is your proficiency? What is the profit that you desire to make? And people feel uncomfortable when they hear this word profit, but you're the one putting in all the work. For your time and talent, what are you getting back? That is all it is about. And then for posterity, what impact is your influence making? So in the founder's wheel, we create a plan for you around the things that you love and enjoy, continuing beyond your life here. And on the business side, because first it is you, all right? If anything happens to you, what will happen to the business? And then the next thing is, how do you take care what are the important things that we take care of in business? And the get part of it, which is the foundational part of the business, the fundamental things that must be happening in a business all the time. A business must be creating cash consistently, because a business without cash is like a body without blood. A business must be able to create profit from the cash it is generating. And we use the profit first methodology that is able to help you save the cash that is coming in. So we say at Passion Profit, we say sales minus profit equals expenses. All right, sales minus profit equals expenses. And then what do you do with this profit? You want to ensure there's efficiency, you have the right people and the right processes. As we're talking about continuity, the right people don't have to be expensive. There's key stuff that you need all the time, and you can co-share this stuff. You can co-share virtual assistants to do the administrative work. You can co-share an accountant. You can co-share a sales team and a marketing team. These are critical areas that you can co-share with a group of other business owners, so that you are not stuck when sales is not being done, or you are not trying to do all the sales yourself, because that is not your strength. The other thing is, what impact is your business creating, and what is the legacy that you plan to leave? So for business continuity, we focus on the first three. When we're doing the analysis, we do an audit to find out. I'll share with you the 5 things that we do in a small business continuity life cycle planning. Number 1, we analyze. What is the work that you do on a daily basis? What is the work that generates profit? So what does performance, productivity, and profit look like in your organization? Performance requires the right people, productivity, the right people, the right processes, and the right tools, all right? And then how is the product, or whatever the value proposition, the promise, how is that being delivered? So we analyze and gather the information to see how this is done. All right. And then the next thing we do is we design the plan, and we design the plan that is going to be used in case there is an emergency, a disaster, or any form of disruption. No Kenya Power, somebody not coming to work. The little things. So don't just think about the pandemic. So once we look, we analyze, we gather the information to see what is the work that is being done, and what are the critical points where if work is disrupted, the business could suffer. And like I said earlier, the key areas that we look at are people, we look at property, we look at productivity, the results that need the human beings, and the results that need to be produced through sales. All right. So, and the products that you're selling. I'm trying to make it really simple for anyone that is listening, so that you can get it right. But the key thing about it is you want to ensure that you test and simulate. And then after that, you validate it. You can validate your plan with a pilot. You can validate your plan with discounts. You give people discounts to try the new idea, so that they are not too afraid. And then after that, the key thing is the review and maintenance, because things change all the time. So you want to ensure that what you have written is not just gathering dust on the shelves, but is still relevant for that rainy day or for that day of disruption. And one way I have found it helpful for business owners is to be in a network. When you're in a network, and there are different networks out there, Biashara Club is a network. SME Founders Association is very passionate about supporting founders in networks. And what they do is when you become a member, you're put in a trusted circle of advisors. So you're able to share different resources. You're able to share different resources in terms of, you can share a sales team, you can share a social media team, you can share different kinds of teams, so that you're not spending so much on your salary budget. And the good thing about sharing the team is that it's a shared pool. So if an employee doesn't show up, then it is the association, that the online business partners actually, that sends you the staff. So in review and maintenance, you have an accountability system to help you remember every quarter you're supposed to review, or what it is that you're supposed to do is happening. So these are 5 critical things that you can do to have a continuity life cycle. Number 1, analysis. and analyze what is the work that needs to be done, gather that work, gather that information, and then design what communication, who are the key communicators. One, have a communication. It can be a 1-pager or 2-pager Google Doc that is saved in your Google Workspace for people to know when there's no lights, what do we do? When devices are stolen, what do we do? When key critical staff are not here, what do we do? Who do we call? What is our fast response mechanism? So it's in a place that somebody can access from their phone anywhere in the world, and then the recovery system, the recovery mechanism kicks right in. So then you design this and make sure that it is somewhere that it can be accessed and people can use it to communicate. All right. So these are the 5 key areas. Of course, it will be helpful if we have more information about an organization. That's why we do the analysis. When we do the analysis, we get to know you, what it is that you're doing, and then we are able to design for you an appropriate continuity life cycle plan, validate it by having a pilot. You can also have discounts or different things that you can help people use, test. You can help people test what it is that you're doing. And so make sure that you get into a group of trusted business founders will help you to manage your costs. But the key thing that I'd like you not to forget to keep in mind is that your business continues from understanding, one, what are the fundamentals of a thriving business? We've looked at the founder. What are the 4 key areas on the founder's wheel, 4 quarters for the whole? You are passionate, you are proficient, and also you are making money. Making money is important, and that your influence is leaving an impact that will outlive you. Ensure that your business is generating sales consistently, there's a profit, and there's order. So when you do the analysis, these are key areas that you want to interrogate to see what has been working and what can disrupt. And if it is disrupted, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it?